day? It's one of those mornings when you want to run barefoot through a meadow.
They may cancel Undercover Woman.
And right off a cliff.
It's only a rumor.
Where did you hear it?
From a very reliable source. My masseuse.
Hi, Joyce. Have you heard the latest rumor?
I sure have, and I'd like to get my hands on whoever's spreading it.
Oh, me too. Hi, Fletcher. Have you heard the latest rumor?
Boy, I hope it's not true. I'd sure hate to see all of us out of a job.
Well, personally, I'm not worried. A stuntman can always work. The world is full of people that want weird stunts performed.
Well, that takes care of you and Tracy, but what about the rest of them?
Good morning, everybody.
Hi,
Good
John.
morning, John.
John, have you heard?
The rumor, yes, I have. And thank you for the wake-up call, Tracy.
Hey, what are friends for?
What are we gonna do?
Well, it's just idle gossip, Fletcher. Let's forget about it and get to work.
Right. We've got a terrific show this week with a lot of action, including a fantastic high-speed motorcycle chase.
Listen, can I wear a helmet? Last time I got bugs in my hair.
Actually, we're going to need 2 stunt people this week. Tracy and Joyce are both in the chase.
Oh, no problem, John. I know a great stuntman. My buddy, Horst Limbunsky. Yeah. He's a little wacko, but he's great. One time, I saw him leap over 2 burning cars and crash through a brick wall on foot. Nobody asked him to do it.
I've already hired someone, Hugo. She'll be here tomorrow.
She,
Yes, Hugo, a stunt woman.
a woman. Are you crazy? Falling under trains, jumping from buildings, getting set on fire, that's man's work.
I'm ashamed of you. I mean, if you can be my stunt person, there's no reason in the world why a woman can't be Tracy's. I approve, John.
Thank you, Joyce, but it was necessary. Hugo's fine doubling for you, but we could never pass a man off as Tracy.
If a director did that to me, I'd knock the little twerp on his keister.
Morning, everyone. I'm afraid I have some bad news.
I know, we're using a stunt woman.
If it's about being canceled, we've heard the rumor.
It's more than a rumor, Joyce. The network is rushing into production with several new shows.
Oh, come on, Doug. They're always coming up with new shows. It doesn't mean a thing. I'll bet you $100 we're not canceled.
One of the shows is scheduled to replace us.
Would you take a check? Hi, John, Doug.
Good evening, Joyce.
Joyce, have you got a moment? We want to talk to you about the rumor.
Sure, come on in, sit down.
Doug thinks if we talk to the West Coast head of programming tomorrow, we might talk him out of canceling the show.
Well, sure, we can sit down and talk to him like sensible, mature, intelligent people. Appeal to his sense of fair play, his sense of reason. If that doesn't work, we can put a live mouse in his pants.
No, Joyce, I don't think that'll work. No, we got to promise him that we'll improve the show.
How are we going to do that?
Well, I figure if we can find out what the public wants, see into the mind of the average viewer, maybe we could slant our show in that direction.
You know, that's not a bad idea. The only problem is, how do you find an average viewer?
Hi, John. Doug.
Hi, Missy.
It shouldn't be difficult. There must be millions of them. That's what makes them average.
Anybody want a cookie?
No. No, thanks. I don't know. I'm not sure I'd know one if I saw one.
They're chocolate chip.
I don't think I'd know one either.
How about some milk?
Maybe later.
No, thanks.
We had some nice jelly roll, but the roll unrolled and the jelly got smelly.
Hey, wait a second. How about Mitzi?
How about Mitzi?
Mitzi, we're looking for a typical television viewer.
Yes, and you're perfect.
Oh, thanks.
I've never seen anyone more average than you.
Lucky me.
Mitzi, what Doug is so clumsily trying to say is, how do you feel about Undercover Woman? What do you like and what do you dislike?
And don't just be loyal, honey. It's very important that we get some real criticism. Be brutally honest.
I love everything about it.
Atta girl.
Mitzi, think hard. There must be some things you like more than other things.
No.
Are there any new characters you'd like to see on the show?
Merv Griffin?
We'll keep him in mind.
Mitzi, can you be a little more critical? I mean, there must be something about the show you don't like.
I really don't want
Please.
to. Okay. There are a few things.
Oh, like what?
Well, I think the plots are sometimes a little mechanical,
Good.
simplistic, formula-ridden, hackneyed, cliched,
Very good, Mitzi.
contrived situations, unmotivated characters,
Well, that's a start.
wooden dialogue, badly photographed.
Mitzi,
too much-
you've made your point.
Mitzi, are you serious? Of course not, but that's what you get for calling me average.
Hi, Hugo.
Hi, Joyce. Hey, John, great news.
Oh, what's that?
Well, I heard you guys were over here trying to find ways to improve the show, so I did a little survey of my own in all the neighborhood bars.
In bars?
Don't knock it, Joyce. They're consumers.
And how? Now, this survey cuts across all lines. You've got your white-collar drunks, your blue-collar drunks, your young sots, your old winos.
Get to the point.
Do you know what it was they all wanted to see on our show?
What's that?
No stunt women.
John, is the man from the network here yet?
You don't see him, do you?
Hey, John, come on. There's no reason to snap at anybody.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't mean it, Fletcher. We're all just a little nervous about this meeting.
Good morning, everyone. Is the network guy here yet?
You don't see him, do you?
Look, I don't want anyone to worry. I'm prepared to be our spokesman. I've been pretty lucky with network guys in the past.
I bet a lot of them got lucky, too.
Anyone know anything about this guy we're meeting with?
I haven't heard a word about him.
Nobody has. I understand he's a very private person.
Yes. And he's 5'11", 170 pounds. Went to Yale, drinks scotch, dances divinely. And he just loves whipped cream.
Did you happen to find out if he's married?
I don't think that's any of my business.
Listen, everybody, while we're waiting, you might look over this week's script. Joyce, you'll notice in the hospital sequence we're doing this afternoon, you and Tracy are disguised as nuns.
Oh, do we have to be? Black doesn't do anything for me.
What color would you prefer?
Well, guys say I look sensational in green.
That works out fine, John. In the hospital sequence, Tracy can be disguised as Sister Mary Frog.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm, Hugo Muncie.
I'm Audrey Bauer. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. Call me Hugo.
Call me Audrey.
This must be my lucky day.
Mine too. I'm surprised we haven't met before.
Well, better late than never.
I'm your new stunt woman.
Go suck an egg.
Hugo. Hello, Audrey. I'm John Elliott, the director. This is our star, Joyce Whitman.
Hi.
Sit down. We were just discussing the script.
Pleased to meet you. Just tell me what you want me to do.
Go yodel up a rope.
You'll have to excuse Hugo. He's not much on first impressions.
In this script, you gotta fall off a motorcycle. Do you think you can handle it?
Of course I can. Can you?
Look it, sweetheart. I was falling off of motorcycles when I was 6 years old.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Can I speak with you a second? Man to man. John, this is a mistake. I'm telling you, women are bad luck, a curse, a jinx.
Hugo, that's not true, and you know it.
Oh, yeah? Then why is it when a ship is sinking, they're always the first ones they get rid of?
Hugo, please, this is only for a week. Try to act like a professional.
Hi, gang.
We're all ready for the meeting, Doug.
There isn't going to be any. Well, I just spoke to head of programming West Coast, and he said And I quote, "Undercover woman will go on for the last time next week."
That means we're canceled. I hope you're satisfied.
Hey, Fonz.
I'd really hate to see the show go on.
Oh, so would I. But no matter what happens, I've really enjoyed our working together.
So have I. As you know, that's not an easy thing for me to say. But I mean it.
What makes a dame want to take a job like that? Whatever happened to old-fashioned girls? I don't understand women anymore. You know, there are days when I'm the only one in the commissary wearing a bra.
Sorry, Hugo, you'll just have to live with progress. Come on, let's go.
That'll be $6.50.
Oh, I seem to have come out without my wallet. Hugo.
Sorry, John, I only got a couple of bucks.
I didn't bring my purse.
Now what do we do?
No sweat. Bless you, my son. Bless you.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Well, I'm glad to see the prospect of cancellation hasn't dampened our morale.
John, let's face it, it's pretty hard to get excited over beating a dead horse.
My, you have tried everything, haven't you, Tracy?
Okay, everybody relax while I show Hugo and Audrey what we'll be needing in this next scene. Now, in this scene, Tracy and Joyce are involved in a fight in this warehouse. We'll get close-ups of their faces, and then you and Audrey will be hit from behind with these bottles.
Fine by me, John. Think you can handle it?
Well, my head may not be as fat as yours, but I think I can manage.
Even with these big, mean bottles?
They don't look so mean.
Audrey.
Piece of cake.
Oh, yeah, sure, when you just tap yourself, but this is hitting.
You call that hitting? This is hitting.
Audrey!
And I didn't even feel that.
Well, I bet you'd feel this. Hugo! To me, that felt good.
To you, it would.
Hold it!
Now you've done it. You've made John mad at us.
This is not my concept of behaving like a professional.
John's right. Listen, we don't want dissension. We all are upset enough about being canceled.
Joyce, John, I've just had a tremendous brainstorm.
Now there's a tempest in a teapot.
John, the top network brass are in town right now, including Mr. Chase himself.
So?
Well, I was thinking maybe if Joyce would have a party, a really elegant party, maybe we could invite Mr. Chase and convince him that the West Coast guy was wrong.
How? By crawling? By begging? By swallowing our pride and groveling?
If need be.
Well, I'm certainly game.
Oh, that must be Mr. and Mrs. Chase. Remember, Joyce, smile and be nice.
Good thing you told me. I was going to cross my eyes and grunt.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Chase. Come in and meet our little family.
Thank you.
Allow me, Joyce. Mr. and Mrs. Chase. This is Joyce Whitman, our star.
Oh, so nice to know you.
John Elliott, our producer-director.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Tracy Garrett, Hugo
Hello.
Muncy,
Pleasure.
Fletcher Huff, and Mitzi Maloney.
And who are you?
Doug Porterfield, network liaison. Your vice president in charge of primetime program development?
Martini for me, club soda for my wife.
Yes, sir.
Come sit down.
Thank you.
You know, Mr. Chase, everyone in this room is connected with our show.
Except me.
Oh, and what do you do, dear?
I'm in zoological placement. I work in a pet store.
Where they have 3 television sets, incidentally.
Oh, very interesting. Why would a pet store have 3 television sets?
We use them to tranquilize the hamsters.
Let's see.
But they like the shows on your network the best.
Oh, thanks.
Puts them right out.
There you go, Mr. and Mrs. Chase. 1 club soda, 1 martini. You know, I was just saying to RJ today the demographics about the West Coast.
I wanted it on the rocks.
Of course.
I think just by watching our show, you can see we're all one big happy family.
Oh, I understood that you and Miss Whitman were divorced.
Yes, but happily.
Surely.
Hi, Joyce. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's all right, Audrey. I'm glad you could make it. I want you to meet Mr. and Mrs. Chase. This is Audrey Bauer, our stunt woman.
Nice to meet you. Hello. How are you?
Audrey, you want to put your wraps upstairs, honey? Just up there to the left.
Wait a second, Joyce. You didn't tell me she was going to be here.
Hugo, please. We don't want any trouble tonight.
If there's any trouble tonight, it'll be from Squirrel Brain here.
What are you calling squirrel brain, Olive Oil?
You're right. Too big. Make that Worm Brain.
Well, let me tell you something. Talks about worm brain.
All right, Artie.
So, what are we all chatting about here?
John was just talking about our show.
Yes, I was just explaining how we like to do stories that explore the human condition. Stories that treat people with dignity.
Yes, I've noticed, and I like it. I believe people should be treated with dignity.
1 martini on the rocks.
Where the hell's the olive?
Coming right up.
You see, Mr. Chase, we like our shows to be wholesome. Shows that I could watch with Mom and Pop.
You know, Mr. Chase, if you'd ever watched our show, you'd realize that our characters are not only vivid, but they're warm and live. They really care for each other.
What Joyce means is we're more than just a police show.
That's right, Mr. Chase. You see, first and foremost, we try to make a statement about humanity without ever losing sight of the fact that we're dealing with people.
I didn't hear anything.
Feet first is easy. How about head first?
Do you believe in UFOs?
Harold, I think we should leave.
Oh, please, Mrs. Chase.
Good night, Miss Whitman. This kind of drunken orgy is not to our taste.
It's not what it seems.
Anybody could jump out of a 2nd-story window.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's try the roof.
You got it.
All right. Great party, Joyce.
Mr. Chase, I'm truly sorry about all this.
Yes, Mr. Chase, I suppose there's nothing I can say now that would persuade you to keep Undercover Woman on the air.
Much as I hate to, I am keeping it on the air.
You are?
But not by choice, believe me. I personally think Undercover Woman is childish and moronic. But there's been a tragic accident on the show I chose to replace this one.
Oh, I'm sorry. What tragic accident?
One of the chimps died. Come, let's get out of here.
Mr. Chase, I'm sorry about tonight. It wasn't my fault. I hardly ever see these people socially.
Oh.
I'm sorry about the chimp.
Oh, no, I forgot all about that.
I'm afraid to look.
I'm not. Somebody's got to stop them before they kill themselves. Hugo! Audrey! Are you all right?
All right. I think we're in love.
Yeah.
A knowing
So happy about the show not being canceled.
Oh, me too.
Let's remember, it's only a temporary stay of execution.
Oh, good old John. Always looking for the tinfoil lining. Why don't you buy me a drink?
Did you two really jump off the roof?
Sure did.
You know you both are crazy. You could have been killed. I know. Luckily, I landed on Hugo.
No, you didn't. I landed on you.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I landed on somebody.
somewhere. Oh, no, don't tell me you landed on Mr. and Mrs. Chase.
I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is they didn't land on Mr. and Mrs. Chase.
Oh, rats. He never told us the bad news.